What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So this past week marked a very somber anniversary. It was the 29th anniversary of the tragic passing of one of the music industry's rising and aspiring young artists, Chris Bender. You might recall it was about 6 months ago on this channel that I did a video on Chris Bender. Subsequently, since then, there's been a lot of videos on YouTube that are focused on him. He probably could have been a very successful artist and probably have, by this time, transitioned to being a very successful producer and probably an entrepreneur at this time. But his life was tragically taken away from him at the age of 19 on November 3rd of 1991. Um, Chris Bender was born in Brockton, Massachusetts, which was the home of former undisputed and undefeated champion Rocky Marciano. But he grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, and at the age of 16 is when Bender recorded his first album, Chris Bender, for Epic Records. And Chris Bender went on to have a very successful album the year of his passing, entitled Draped, which hit #2 on the Billboard Magazine R&B album chart. His two charted singles, I Knew and That's Not the Way, broke into the top 70 on the Hot R&B singles charts. All right. I Knew was the only song that he made that actually had a music video wrapped around it. But before he could truly achieve superstardom, um, fate took him away on November 3rd of 1991 at 2:17 a.m. following I think it was an incident that occurred about 2 weeks earlier. Bender was shot and killed in Brockton while sitting in his black Benz outside of the Crescent Court housing project where his mother lived. Bender was sitting in the driver's seat of the car. I believe he had just attended a party, if I'm memory serves me correctly. His 17-year-old cousin, Jesse Starks, was sitting in the passenger seat. Bender and Starks were smoking marijuana and talking when three hooded men approached and fired 21 gunshots at the vehicle. Bender saved his cousin's life by using his body as a shield. Starks was unharmed, but Bender was struck 4 times in the back of his torso and once in the elbow. Unfortunately, he later died from his wounds in the hospital. 6 days later, Bender was buried at Melrose Cemetery in Plymouth County in Brockton, Massachusetts. Two individuals were convicted of his murder. Eroy Kendall was convicted of second-degree murder. Stephen Sticks Fernandez was convicted of first-degree murder. Fernandez still currently is serving life without parole. Eroy Kendall was released on parole back in 2008. Even today, you know what I'm saying, you can see the influence of Chris Bender when it comes to his music. Over the years, his music has been sampled by various artists. His song "Who Will I Choose" was sampled by rappers and singers such as Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy sampled the song for his song "Hold On" with Jay Shin. In 2006, DJ Ron G made his own version of the song "Who Will I Choose." This very year, rapper Twan Mack sampled the song "Who Will I Choose" for his own song "Who Will I Choose." In 2006, Bobby Washington made his own version of "Who Will I Choose" And this year, rapper Average Joe made his song called "Who Will I Choose." So even today, you can still see the influence of Chris Bender, and it's still a tragic loss. One of the many tragic losses that hit the music industry that particular year. You know, when you think of 1991, um, I know Freddie Mercury will lose his life about 3 weeks later due to AIDS. You know, so the early 1990s, unfortunately, was sort of tragic. 91 was a tragic year anyway. That's the year that Magic Johnson announced that he, that same month, a week later, he announced that he was suffering from HIV. A month prior to that, Red Fox passed away tragically. Just as he was getting on his feet financially, he had just secured a new sitcom, Royal Family, when he tragically died of a heart attack on the set, rehearsing for an episode. Um, so back to Chris Bender, so rest in peace, Chris Bender, and tell me what you guys think.